Today I just want to do like a little update video, kind of like a story time video on like how I actually got here or when I got here, what happened and stuff. So pretty much like there's a lot of stuff that happened up to the point when I got into Korea. It's been crazy ever since I left. So pretty much in Windsor, some stuff happened and they held me at security for like a half hour or so. And then after that, I went through and I flew from Windsor to Calgary, and that was like almost a 4-hour flight. And then after Calgary, I stayed on the same plane. I didn't transfer, so it was just a connection flight. It was a 45-minute layover. And then from Calgary, this is when stuff started to go wrong. So I left Tuesday at 4 p.m. and it's in Calgary time. It was it's like 6 something, I think. And so pretty much from Calgary, we flew from Calgary to Vancouver, and then Vancouver I had like a 6-hour layover, almost 7, and the airport is huge. So pretty much I was there from like 7 p.m. to like, we didn't board the plane till 1:30, or sorry, we didn't board the plane till 12:30. So pretty much around like 10 p.m. I'm like, I'm tired, because we went through so many different time zones, and back home it was already like midnight or so, getting later. And by 10 p.m. I'm like, I really want to go to bed. I'm really tired. So I found like this like crescent moon shaped like couches to sleep on, and so I pretty much was sleeping on them for maybe not even a half hour until like this newly wedded couple came and they wanted to start playing chess, because the chess pieces were like at least like up to the waist, because they were life size, or not life size, but they were really big. And when they were doing that, they were really, really freaking loud, and I'm like, I'm trying to sleep, do you mind? So pretty much like they kept making a crap ton of noise and they weren't quieting down, and I'm like, you wanna know what, screw it, I'm not gonna sleep. So pretty much after they played for like 40 minutes or so, they left, and I'm like, that's bullshit. So I left that area and I went to go get something to eat, even though it was really late. And I'm like, I usually don't eat that late, but I'm like, I haven't ate anything yet. So I got it, and people were looking at me because I was eating without the bread, because like gluten-free, but I'm like, I don't know if I can maintain that over here, but whatever. So people are looking at me as I was eating the lunch meat, and it's like, whatever. So pretty much before we boarded the plane from Vancouver to Shanghai, they at like 10 something or 11 something, they say those who flew with our partners through our company WestJet come check in to transfer to Eastern China Airlines, or China Eastern Airlines, my bad. And so I went over there, I'm like, hey, here's my ticket, here's my stuff, here's my passport. And they're like, oh, you're Miss Brown. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. Well, we got a call from Calgary. And I'm like, okay. They're like, your stuff hasn't made it from Calgary to Vancouver yet. What? They're like, your stuff hasn't made it from Calgary to Vancouver yet. I'm like, what the hell do you mean? They lost my stuff? They're like, in a way, yes, they did. So I'm freaking out, and that guy's like, well, there's flights tomorrow. And I was like, flights tomorrow? I can't leave tomorrow. I have to leave tonight. Like, what are you talking about? I have to make it by Thursday by like no later than noon, because that's when it's supposed to come in, or was supposed to come in. I'm like, I cannot miss that flight. I absolutely have to make that flight. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I have my friends waiting for me at the damn airport in Incheon. So, and then he was like, oh, no, you can still board. You just have to make a report at the Incheon airport for your suitcase. And I'm like, okay. So pretty much after he told me that, I was the last person to board before they closed the doors. Now that was cutting it really, really close. So pretty much I boarded the plane to Shanghai, and the flight wasn't too bad since it was shorter than I thought it was going to be, and it was 11 hours and 23 minutes instead of 12 and a half, like the ticket originally said. So pretty much I was able to sleep on the flight like 6 hours throughout the whole thing. So and I was able to like sleep on 3 of the seats because I had aisle seat and the guy in the same aisle as me had another one, so I was able to take up like those seats. But it was really cramped because you have to like keep your legs together, or like scrunched up. It was kind of painful, like my hips are hurting, and it was a pain. But like after we got into Shanghai, we got there an hour early, and I'm like, crap. So we instead of getting there at 5 a.m., we got there at like 4 a.m. and I'm like, no. And then after we got out of the plane, walking to go to the other one, we had to go check at this desk to transfer to another one, because like either you're domestic in China or you're flying international. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not staying in China, obviously, so I've got to transfer to the other gate. And we were looking around like, where the hell are we going? And we ended up finding out that the desk that you have to transfer doesn't open till 5:30, and we're just like, really? And not only that, it was really, really humid, and I was wearing basketball shorts and a hoodie because on the plane it was really cold and my legs were freezing, but they gave you blankets, so I was okay. But then when you get into Shanghai, I'm like, I'm dying. So I changed into like my one-piece romper, and then I was able to cool down. So after they were able to open the desk, just went like that, they gave you another ticket and you're off your merry way. So after I was able to do that, I only had to wait like 3-4 hours for this layover, almost 5. Yeah, because the hour extra just added to it. But once we like boarded the plane, we boarded at 8:20, it left at 9:05 China's time, and it was only like an hour and a half, not even, and it went by so fast. It was crazy. So pretty much when after we took off from Shanghai, we were flying obviously to Korea, Incheon, and they are an hour ahead of China or Shanghai. So pretty much in China's time, we got there at 10:40, but in Korea's time it was 10:40 for China, 11:40 a.m. for Korea. And I'm like, oh hey, it's 10 a.m. I got in early, but I found out that it was the time zone an hour, and I'm like, oh my god, I've been through 4 time zones because all of my stops. It was a cheap flight, but I'm like, I'll pay the money next time to get myself to have less stops and less layovers. I'm like, I'd rather have like 1 or 2, not 4, or sorry, not 3. That's just too much. But so pretty much like once I got into, before we get into Incheon, they give you like a arrival card and then like a health card you have to fill out, and you have to fill out to the best of your ability, unless you can get in trouble and they like don't come to our country. So anyway, pretty much like after I filled that out, we got into Incheon, and I have like my little rollaway bag and my purse, and that's all I have because they said they lost my suitcase in Calgary. So pretty much when I was walking out the plane to go to the baggage claim, I was following everyone else because Incheon's huge, of course, and I didn't know where I was going because it's been a long time since being there. But this is where it gets good. When we were going through the line, I gave them, first you gotta give them your health card, and then you can keep going, and they'll be like, 감사합니다, and then you gotta keep going, and then you give them your arrival card, and like, 감사합니다, and you keep going, and then you go through the immigration, and then you have to fill out like another card for, I think that's when you give them the arrival card. Yeah, you give the immigration the arrival card when you're going through that. They're like, so why are you here? It's just like, here you go, here's my card, here's my visa, because she's looking at my passport, and I'm like, here, this is the reason why I'm here. Myeonji de Hakyo. Okay. I stamped it, approved, and I went on my merry way. And then when I got into the carousel, like, because I had no idea where my stuff would be. So I went in completely blind, not knowing. Obviously my stuff wasn't in Korea because it's still back in Canada, in Calgary. It never left. And I'm just like, what the hell? I need my shit. Obviously, it has 13 months worth of stuff. That's my whole wardrobe right there. Like, in the background, like, there it is. I got it on Friday. But, spoiler alert. But anyway, so pretty much I had to go, walk. I was walking. I'm like, there's so many carousels. I don't even know. They never said on the flight which carousel our stuff would be on. And it didn't matter to me because it didn't come until Friday, like I said. But, I was looking around for a worker and just anyone. I'm like, well, obviously there's going to be people going to speak Yongo because, you know, there's so many tourists that come speaking English. So I'm like, hey, well, after 10, 15 minutes of walking around, like, I don't know what's up. And at this point, it was like almost 1. It was like almost 1. And I'm like, my friends are waiting. They're going to kick my ass. My friends are waiting. They're going to kick my ass. So I pretty much find some worker. And I'm like, I need to make a report because your partner through China Eastern Airlines, which is WestJet, lost my bag, and I need to make a report. At first, he was just looking at me like, "What are you saying?" Because I was stuttering, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm exhausted. I can't. This is crazy." So pretty much he's like, "Oh, you need to go to this desk," and I'm like, "Thank you." And I made a report at the Asiana desk, Asiana Airlines desk, which was really, really cool because she was really nice, and I just get someone, a Korean, to call us with your like address because I'm staying at a hostel and I have to check out today, and I'll be going to Hansan. Whoop, whoop. So anyway, after she said you have to do all this stuff, I'm like, okay. So I fill out another card. It's like it's not a declaration declaration thing. It's like, I forget what it's called, but you have to fill it out and you hand it to him. He's like, 감사합니다, and like, 감사합니다. And then you go through like the doors and then you're out. And apparently there's like A through E. And my friend was at B since 11 a.m. And by the time I get out, it's like after 1. And I'm like, I had no idea what the hell I'm doing. I'm exhausted. I'm overwhelmed. This place is huge. So I came on a date, and I was looking around, trying to find my friends, because I had 2 friends that came. Each one didn't know that they were going to be there. So my one friend Incheon, he was at B, like I said, from 11, and I'm like, oh my god, where are they? And my other friend Abby was there, but I didn't see her either. I'm like, oh my god, so I walked around for 15 minutes. I'm like, if I don't find someone, I'm gonna start bawling my freaking eyes out. So after 15 minutes, I spot Abby, like, oh thank god, I finally found you. I'm just like, oh, I found you. No, just the gross mess. I didn't cry, but I was close to it because it's so overwhelming. And then I'm just cacaoing him like, hey, come here. So eventually he came over. He's like, hi, welcome to Korea. I'm just like a gross mess and everything. But and I would hug him and stuff, like, it's nice to be back. But after that, I explained the situation, like, it's like, is that all you have? I'm like, no, they lost my suitcase. I'm like, what? My airline lost my suitcase, and you have to call this number. So pretty much they were like, oh hey, let's go talk to the security guys at gate D, or like the gate exit thing. So we pretty much go over there, and he pretty much was talking to him, obviously Korean. He's like, oh no, you can just either go back around or you can just call them. I'm like, I explain my situation and he calls them. He's like, do you have an address? I'm like, no. I'm like, I know where I'm staying and the name of it, but I didn't have an address. And I'm like, I didn't even think. He's like, check your email. I'm like, check my email. And I saw it. I'm like, there's the address. And he's like, that's all I needed. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. So I felt stupid and I almost cried again. So after that, we decided to get our stuff and go to the subway and take the subway line, the airport subway line, into Seoul. And before that, my friend was like, do you want a one-time pass or a T-Money card? So pretty much I chose the T-Money card, and it's a card that you can obviously reload. You can always reload it and it never expires. And so I chose this one because it's just easier and more, let's say, it's cheaper that way. So after buying this for like $4 and adding $10 to it, we go into the air. We take the subway, like the Incheon subway, into Seoul, and it was an hour, over a little bit over an hour, and I'm just like, where are we going? But my friends were laughing at me because they were like, holy crap, I'm like, 나는 미국에서 왔어요. I'm like, I haven't been in years, but yeah. After riding the subway for after an hour, because it takes like an hour to get into Seoul, I went with my one friend was filling out a resume for he could go for an internship with a company, and he's like, oh, if you want, you can come with me and see like my university, my Konkuk University, or you can go with Abby and she can show you around. And I'm like, I don't care, I just want to do whatever. Like, are you hungry? I'm like, no. So I didn't really eat that day until evening, because I'm like, the food did not sit well with my stomach on the plane. So I went with my friend Abby, and we went to her apartment, and we went around her apartment, and like, it's like the name, literally the name of her apartment area is like in Korean, well, in English it means like tree village, and it was really, really pretty, or it is really, really pretty, and I'll show you guys next time, because I'm gonna go over there, not now, but like in a few weeks I'm gonna go over there. Who knows, it might be before then, because I'm not gonna have any free time till Friday or so, or the weekend, because it's school Monday through Friday. But anyway, after going to her apartment and looking around the area, we actually went to her uncle's birthday dinner, and that had like her aunts, her uncles, her first cousins, second cousins, third cousins, and it was at this like restaurant place, and they're literally, it's kind of like a drama. You walk in the room, and then like there's like tables, two tables, and they were like from like wall to wall almost, and you're just like, and I was like, holy crap, like, it feels like a drama. So anyway, I walk in there, and they're like, oh, like, 안녕하세요, and stuff, 안녕하세요, and he had like obviously bow and say happy birthday, and I forgot how to say it, but like, it was really long. I mean, I was obviously able to say it, but so after, and they just like, introduce yourself, like, 미국 친구는 like, 네, 안녕하세요, 제 이름은 진아입니다. 내 생일은 1993년 6월 12일. Like, okay, I didn't really get to introduce myself after that, because I was kind of stuttering, but I was finally able to make it back to this place at like 10:30, and I went to bed like 11:20. But so much happened, and it was absolutely insane. But I will stop blabbing now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.